really perilous times. And just like tort reform snuck up on us, so did the times we're in now, and we'll tell you what they are and what we've been looking into to, as we did with tort reform, to flip all of those things so they work in our favor instead of against us. But I want to follow up on something Aaron said, and then I'll turn this over to Artemis. Especially the kind of folks who are here today. You have read a lot of books, you've gone to a lot of seminars, you've seen tons and tons and tons of stuff. And if I were to give you the equivalent of a bar exam on that stuff right now, you'd probably remember the existence of, much less the content of, under 10% of it. Because when you go to a seminar or read a book, the case that's on your mind is the one you're relating to the seminar or the book. So you miss other stuff. And even stuff you actually used, 3 years later, it's gone. And what I used to teach my acting students was, you need to publish for yourself your own thing. It's not publishing. It's having a place where on your shelf are the books that you have found useful. And there's a lot of them, and I'm going to be talking about a few of them later today. The books you found useful, go all the way back. If you don't have the Moe Levine stuff, get it. It's, that son of a bitch stole all my stuff before I thought of it. And in fact, he stole that sort of joke from me too. He had a joke that said, that son of a bitch Cicero stole all my stuff before I thought of it. So whatever your books are, whatever your seminar notes are, whatever it is that you have found ever useful, I know this will sound like a chore, go through all of it quickly. You highlighted it, it's there. Go through all of it, flip quickly through as you're preparing for each case. And now your mind is going to be on the case you're working on with reference to that collection. Just as with my acting students, they would go through everything, all their journals, all their notes, all their books, all their everything. And what would become salient to them, what would strike them is the stuff they need now for the current role coming up. And that's what you need to do. Otherwise, you can walk out of a seminar feeling that was just great. But it wasn't in the long run. It sort of slowly got you to where you wanted to be. You want the whole thing there when you need it. Especially now, what we're facing in some ways is worse than tort reform, because tort reform only killed laws and trials. And what we're facing now is something on a much broader scope that is in turn killing trials. So we want to tell you about that. We want to tell you about a number of important refinements to things that exist that will help you, some brand new stuff that will help you, and some folks other than us who are resources to help you through these, as Shakespeare would say, parlous times. These are parlous times, perilous times. In fact, one of our greatest resources is in the room. Eric Oliver, who's also a very dear friend, has joined us. And obviously, no one thing is going to totally solve the problem, but the stuff today will get you up into high gear. But it doesn't help if it's the main stuff you remember and all the other stuff is gone. So with that, tell us about the Perilous Times.
So the Perilous Times. We welcome everyone here. We are starting with politics, as you can see by the names, but this is not intended to be political in that whatever side you are on, we welcome everyone here. This is not going to be a bashing session. And in fact, this is the point of this discussion, is to figure out how we get everyone together.